Why, hello there, folks. Welcome to another round of Modern by Alternate Universes. My name is Dylan, and on the left we have Brady Monroe playing Prison Tron. On the right we have Harley Smale playing Hardened Scales Affinity. Hardened Scales. Can't really say Affinity anymore. The Affinity cards are gone, but my brain auto fills it in. Harley leads on a Grove of the Burning Willows and a Hardened Scales here. Because he taps it for green, Brady will gain a life. Brady leads on a Urza Saga. And yeah, that's basically it. Let's talk about these decks. Brady's Prison Tron deck is a torturous experience. I love it. It's not the worst abomination of Tron I've seen him play, but it's it's up there. Nothing will be as bad as the Lantern Control Tron deck I watched him play at SCG Columbus. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah, homeboy, I watched him play against Bird and just eviscerate a guy's will to live playing this deck. This one is a lot more tame of a deck. Still pretty aggressive on the, taxing your opponent's mental health thing. But Harley, very capable player, so we're probably going to be okay there. So we saw Scales, we see a Patchwork Automaton. Now we have an Arcbound Ravager in play, and we're just cracking in for some damage. Brady's got a Chalice on one here. Saga's going to pop. Probably getting Expedition Map. Delivery drivers drops over off on my doorstep, and that's fun. Oh, it might be my new router. I was like, what did I order? Yeah, so we have a mana floating Expedition Map coming off the Urza Saga. I imagine we're going to just crack it here and find a Tron piece. I don't know if Brady has a better 3-mana play in hand. We see the One Ring, but unable to cast that this turn. Alright, 2 mana, gets a power plant, plays a power plant. Probably giving that deck a good shuffle. There's 2 Grove of Burnwells in play. 2 mana, play a Hangerback Walker. Get a trigger from the Patchwork Automaton. And this was 2 counters. And I think they're going to do some math here about whether or not Harley has lethal.
I think it's only 11. This is 7, you're at 18.
2, 5. Not quite. Hardened Scales is such a cool deck.
Factor 7, put you to 11, correct?
Alright, it's going to put Brady down to 11 here.
Ooh, that's really good. Ring up.
Gets Tron online, slams out a copy of the One Ring, Holden Staring Bridge.
How many cards?
And let's see if Brady can lock this game down to where Harley's unable to win anymore. Now, Harley can just, if he has a Walking Ballista, cast Ballista and just wait for Brady's upkeep to kill him. Which looks like what we're going to be doing. So, we're going to trigger on the Automaton. Ballista's going to enter 2 counters. Because what he'll be able to do is just Arcbound Ravager, move everything around to the Ballista. And then the minute the protection counter falls off, he just gets to railgun his opponent.
This creates 2 Thopters, so this is 6 counters, 4 counters, or 6 counters, 2 counters.
Brady will be able to take a draw step. Or, not take a draw step, but we'll be able to take a draw with the One Ring. I don't think there's anything in his deck that can prevent the Ballista from killing him, however.
Sack Walker. 2 Thopters. Sack.
I think I'm. This is an old deck list. This is the Serum Powder. This is the one he won 20k with.
Sack here. So this way you can't dismember me in response in your upkeep go.
Alright, put a bunch of counters onto Ballista. Upkeep, take that draw from the ring, and will die. Harley will take game 1. Pretty quick fashion. There's a Saga. You have to love when game 1 is like 4 minutes, and then there's 38 or 34 minutes left in the round. You're like, okay, one of these games is going long, baby. Alright. Forest, Nature's Claim, pop the Urza Saga. Brady gonna gain 4 life, go to 24. Lead on, second Urza Saga. Do you think Harley has second Nature's Claim? Relic of Progenitus. Oh, look what a relic. So good. Haywire Might. Exile. Second one. Harley gains a life this time. Or 2 life. Goes to 22. Brady going to exile a card from Harley's graveyard here. Plays Urza's Tower. Or Urza's Mine. Plays an Urza land. I think Harley's skills is favored. It has to be favored in the early game, right? And then I think the longer the game goes, the more in favor of Prison Tron it gets. Just because Brady gets access to like Ensnaring Bridge, Mystic Forge, eventually Possess Portal, just a lot of things that he can dump his hand into that can really restrict what Harley's doing. And like, Brady is a card in the Great Creator deck. Harley does want to activate the bonus of artifacts. We're making construct here. I wonder if the oh god. Right, Harley going to float a mana with the Urza Saga. Does not opt to create a dude. Brady will crack his Expedition map in response. Not going to get got with the Bending Needle. Primarily due to good guy Harley for being like, are you sure I can just trigger my Urza Saga? We're good? You don't have to do anything else? Brady goes, oh yeah. Resolve the Urza Saga trigger. I think it's just debating really on like what the best course of action is.
Otherwise, I was just gonna Pithing Needle you. So I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play that. So what do I do with this? I can't get both. But I think it's kind of easier to find one than the other. So it's probably just that. I can always get that and just preemptive. Just make it really awful for you to play it. You have how many in hand? A bunch? Yeah. Forever cards. I think I'll just get module.
Alright, I'm not actually sure what the name of that card that he described is. think it like manipulates counters.
Grove.
I find scales on goldfish. Scales.
I'm going to play.
It's not in this deck list.
My floating mana. Walker.
We keep looking.
Trigger. I don't think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm just gonna try and cast two spells.
Animation module is going to be the name of the card. So it is a 1 mana artifact. Where did it go? There it is. Oh, fuck. Alright. Whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are placed on a permanent you control, you may pay 1 if you do create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token, and then you can pay 3, tap it, choose a counter on target permanent or player, give that permanent or player an additional counter of that kind. So it will come up at some point in this match series, but there will be a Chalice of the Void that Harley will activate the module on to increase the counter, so he can start casting one drop spells again, or 1 cost spells again. Pretty cool. That's really just it. You can increase the amount of poison counters your opponent has, so if you can only put in the 9 with an Ink Moth Nexus for some reason, you can just finish them off that way. Alright, 1 ring from Brady, Expedition Map, Chalice the Void on 1.
Oh, duh. I mixed up their mana costs. I don't mana cost 2 for some reason.
Harley, a massive board state, but we do have to deal with a ring protection counter.
God. 19. Good. I'll play Roots.
Yeah. Pretty sure I just have to name color green.
I will. Okay.
Sorcerer Spyglass. I think naming Cauldron.
19, 22. 19. Let's go. Something else? Draw a card.
Yeah.
Some card. 5.
That's pretty good. 6.
Here's another one. 20. Mana floating. 2, Mystic Forge.
Alright, Mystic Forge here, coming out for Brady. It's going to allow him to look at the top card of his deck at any time, cast colorless spells from the top of the deck.
Protected, so.
Choose a counter.
Mystic Forge is such a cool card. Like, It's such a sweet thing in this deck.
People always want to.
I'm ready to take a damage to the influence counter on the ring, going down to 18. We'll draw.
2 mana floating.
Cast Pithing Needle off the top.
Yes.
Name Walking Ballista.
We'll have 2 mana floating. We'll name Walking Ballista.
Alright. I mean, you drew a Nature Stone. We have 17, I think.
We'll tap the Forge, lose a life, exile the top card of his deck.
Still 2 mana floating. That's great.
Cast a Ensnaring Bridge. We'll still have 2 mana floating.
Mana floating. That's great.
Alright, second bridge. Trying to dump cards out of the hand. Brady doing his best really to reduce the amount of creatures that can attack into him. Then he goes and draws 2 more cards.
No. Unfortunate. Still 1 mana floating. Chalice on 1.
1-1.
Yeah.
Cast a Chalice on 1, which you can't actually do. Which I noticed and comment on, I think.
1 mana floating.
Here?
How many hands?
I have 5 mana.
The turn doesn't progress very much further.
That's correct.
But because X equals 1 and it's XX, the CMT of that spell is 2. So the Chalice on 2 will counter it.
Oh, that's yeah. The Chalice will count. You're right. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
So let's.
You
Yeah.
played this after.
Yes, that was the only thing I did.
And I don't think anything else happened other than me appreciating how smart you were putting the dice on the Chalice.
I haven't played a land this game.
I don't think so.
That changes something.
Okay.
Changes how dead I think I am. To not actually dead. That's good. I like being not actually dead. I guess I have a chalice on 2 anyway.
Is this one still floating, by the way?
Yes, this is
Okay.
1 mana floating. Okay.
I think they're just figuring out what the turn looks like. Cast a map from the top of the deck. There's the Chalice on 1.
How many hand? 4?
Yeah.
Thank you. Four hands.
Brady holding a Dismember in hand.
Besides that.
Not really a good target to shoot down. Yeah, 4 cards in hand. The Construct definitely can't attack. It's at least a 5/5. Alright, reveals a Pithing Needle to the Stirrings. Picks it up, casts a Springleaf Drone. The Construct is basically just mana at this point. Needle getting cast. Going to, I think this one names the One Ring if I remember correctly.
I will name the One Ring guy. I think I just attack for 3 here. Attack for 3. Put you to 14. It's named, thank you. I just want to smash that. Do that before you can get a welding jar. But yeah, you only get welding jar off spell. So,
I'm going to grab that expedition map.
Yeah, fair seems good. For not dying.
really fair.
Fair.
Yep.
2 mana floating, card fair.
Yes.
Inventor's Fair doing its thing. I'm going to be tutoring for an artifact here. Goes and gets a copy of the One Ring. I think just resetting the protection counter, but also so he doesn't take damage every turn. Such an interesting dynamic because Harley can't do terribly much anymore. Alright, it's going to float him out of the Spring with Drum.
Float green.
He can't do terribly much anymore. He's not going to be able to attack with a ton of stuff or anything really that big for the remainder of the game. And Brady's just trying to craft his way to a win condition.
I guess still make days then.
Alright, new copy of the One Ring. Brady will make it into a creature. Place another Pithing Needle. I don't remember what this one names. Oh, no, yes I do. It's Inkmoth Nexus. I'm going to minus here with Karn the Great Creator. Goes and gets Possessed Portal. New card. Oh, he got Swimmer. I was like, am I lying? Has he not gotten the Possessed Portal yet? We'll uptick on the Chalice. Let's the Chalice die. Cast Spellskite. Says go. Pithing Needle has not named Big Moth yet. We are 26 minutes into this game. Or into the timer currently. The round. There's the Possessed Portal. Notably, game 1 ended with after 5 minutes. So we've had 21 minutes of this game going on here. Alright. Stonebrain in play. Possessed Portal in play. So, if a player would draw a card, they skip that draw instead. And at the end of each turn, each player must sacrifice or discard a card. Yeah, sacrifice a permanent unless he or she discards a card from his or her hand. 8 mana spell from 5th Dawn. 5th Dawn's such a weird set. I see Harley go to draw. Brady hits it with a no. The amount of times we have on camera Brady doing that exact thing. It's kind of funny. It's at least 3 times. Which isn't a lot, but... Finish the quote.
We can go to the next one. I think now we're locked. So I'm gonna switch how I sideboard.
Alright, Harley just gonna scoop it up. Brady will be taking game 2, and we'll be right back with game 3 in just a second, with 13 minutes left on the clock. Alrighty, folks, we are back with game 3. There's 9 minutes and 25 seconds left on the clock. Let's see if Harley can pull out a quick win, or if the game will go to time and draw. I guess I'm underestimating Brady's deck's ability to get a fast win, but it is a deck that likes to take its time. Prison decks are not notably super duper fast, though Red Prison in Legacy does have big beaters that can hit you with. So Patchwork Automaton here for Harley. Also, both of these players do have the capability to like accelerate their speed of play. That way, you know, they don't have to worry about going to time as much. Like, they might go to time in the late stages of the game. You see a Dismember in Brady's hand. Fairly good when your opponent's creature doesn't have ward on it. There's a Hardened Scales.
Sphere, trigger.
Into a Damping Sphere. Alright, Wet Rock. Going to be slowing Brady down extraordinarily here. Alright, there's a Cycle Land return. A little bit of frame delay. Will cast Dismember. Does pay for the ward though, so doesn't have to worry about that anymore. There's the Adaptive Modular. Card we talked about last game. A little bit of frame delay. That's my favorite thing. Saga goes to 2. Underworld Cookbook. Brady potentially is going on a Construct beatdown plan. Now, the cookbook's interesting. So, when he's on the construct plan, it creates food tokens, right? So that way, his constructs just passively get bigger. But also, when he's on the Ensnaring Bridge lockdown plan, he gets to get a free outsource to dump his hand. Or dump cards from his hand. While getting stuff that allows him to gain life in the process. Pithing Needle here for Harley. Going to be thinking about what we're going to name.
I think I can kind of stave off that. I'm trying to decide. Do I name Hardened or do I name the ring? I think the ring is actually like one of the worst case scenarios for me. So I'll name it. I'll name ring. And go ahead.
Untap. Make a construct. I think this is Brady's fastest way to present a clock is just construct beatdown. And it's a hell of a good way to do it. Harley also stuck on one land after the Urza popped. Not quite what we want to see. There's a Basilisk Collie. This is going to make the game a lot harder for Harley to win. If you're unfamiliar, the Collie is a 1-mana artifact. Equipment. Equipped creature has Death Touch and Lifelink, and it equips to a creature for 2 mana. Meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brady will be getting. Oh no, that's 2 foods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Brady will go into 22. Harley will take 6 damage out of 20. Inkmob next is Hangerback Walker. Does have a hardened scale, so we'll be able to do the servo thingy.
I'll make a servo.
If he chooses to tap,
I think I'll make a servo.
yep, he's opting to do so. Words.
And I'll pass.
He's gonna make a servo. Gives him a jump blocker for one of the constructs. Mystic Forger from Brady. Land for turn.
I'll block.
Kraken for some damage.
I think I'm taking. Yeah, I got it.
Brady will gain 7 life. Harley will take 7 damage. Brady goes to 29. Harley goes to 7. Don't quite know why Brady's life went down. That should get fixed. There it is. Okay, cool. And Harley definitively on the back foot here. Might be able to find himself a combo kill condition. I feel like he really needs the Arcbound Ravager. That's like the thing that gets him there. In order to do an infect kill with the Nexus. But I think to do it from this board state, he needs the Ravager and a land. So at the very least right now he has to take 2 draw steps, which is going to be rough. Okay, Brady cracks in again.
And then I'll make 2
More blocks.
Thopters.
Brady will go to 35. 2 Thopters for Harley. 2 minutes left on the clock. Okay, Expedition Mat. Cast Pithing Needle. Now up to 9 artifacts on the board for Brady. Some more on Harley's side, but just a couple.
34.
Looking forward, you're going to pay life, exile the top cards of the deck. Asks an expedition map. It costs 3 because of Wet Rock.
What do I want to do? What's up?
You know my suggestion.
Yeah. Yeah. Attacking is kind of pointless, so I think I want to play, at least I want to play defense. Proliferates, sort of. Wish I got that first poison on you, but I don't think I had an opportunity to. I just want to put man down, hope for the best. Second,
2 mana Patrick or Tom Tom.
I don't want to block, but can I afford for you to just dismember me again?
Oh, you kind of just trying to create as many blockers as possible. Brady probably looking for Shadow Spear. I imagine there's one in his deck.
Guys, right? Two.
Attacks for 2. With the Ballista. Pretty untaps, draws. Plays Urza Saga's land for turn.
What's the next step? I have to
Cracks in, the Thoppers will block. Brady gains a ton of life.
Yeah, it definitely feels like I'm not in a good spot, but I think that's as good as it'll get.
42.
Ozolith, the Shattered Spire will be happening here. We'll tap the Ballista to trigger. I'm going to make a servo.
So I have 2 blockers, which still is kind of stinky. I'm like all in on Melissa, I guess. It's really ugly, but I don't really know what else I can do at this point. I guess Get Ravager is my best bet. Go?
Okay.
I saw 2 cards. I'm gonna draw this one.
You're gonna draw the one and look it down. It doesn't matter.
Says go.
And the card I draw is Dismember.
Saga goes to 2. We'll dismember the Automaton, paying for it. And I think Harley only has 1 blocker outside of that. So
Ward. Ward.
pays for the ward cost.
Here it is. Slightly different word.
Goes to combat, swings in. Harley will concede, and Brady will take it 2-1 with Prison Tron over Scales. Thank you for watching, folks. Have a great rest of your day.